Hi everyone, Aaron with Perfect Postures, and we wanted to show you the corrective exercise for the week. And remember, this one is it's basically an isolated hip flexor activation technique. And we were doing this because of the Ask Aaron, which was the gentleman. It was more of a case study, not so much an Ask Aaron, but this gentleman came in yesterday and he had this hamstring pull. And he couldn't figure out, was trying to stretch it and doing all kinds of release type stuff, where when we did a test on him, it wasn't really the hamstring that was the issue, it was more the hip flexor had turned off, which was allowing his knee to go into hyperextension, which was then impacting the hamstring. So this particular exercise, you want to be really precise with this, or the best you can. I'm going to show you from the side view just because you'll be able to see more of the posture. So you want to sit, you want to roll your pelvis forward. You want to stay nice and tall, and all you're going to do is you're going to lift 1 foot off the floor about 2 to 3 inches. Now when you lift, here's what's going to happen. You're going to lift and you're going to want to round like this each time you lift, just because it's much easier to do that lift versus if you roll forward, really get that hip flexor to engage and then lift. There's going to be a lot more work through the hip here. Now the simple fact that you have to sit in this posture, that in itself is going to activate the hip flexor muscle. So you have the hip flexor muscle becoming basically a stabilizer for the low back, and then you're asking it to contract, which is actually creating the movement, which is hip flexion, just like this. So you want to do that for about 10 times one leg, switch legs, and you can do that up to 3 sets of 10 on each leg. So give that a shot. Again, if you are having that chronic hamstring issue, it may be your hip flexor, not the actual hamstring. So stay tuned. We'll see you next week.